Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Totally Awesome Podcast. Me and the Colonist are reviewing, not WWE, but AEW. What's up, Sean?
Oh, it's morning. Where's my coffee?
Where's my monster?
This is, different company, we have to do it at a different time of day.
Yeah.
So.
Also, if it's a little bit more echoey than normal, it's because I'm back at college. Yay!
No, we're actually doing this in just like a massive cave.
Yeah.
We actually just like went underneath. We found a place underground. We can't tell you where.
Yeah.
Big old cave. That's where we're recording this.
Yeah, the people we're next to said if we say anything to anyone, we're dead.
Yeah, seriously, it's part of the license. You don't want to know.
It's kind of sketchy, but anyway.
We're somewhere in a cave recording this.
So AEW All Out. General thoughts on the show, Colonist.
I think that there is a lot of potential in AEW. I think it's stronger in some places than others, but I think there's also a lot of growing pains that this company has to go through. So all in all, it wasn't a bad show.
I really enjoyed the show, although I think Double or Nothing was better.
Agreed.
But I think I think this was the second best one they've had.
Oh yeah, this was definitely better than Fyter Fest or Fight for the Fallen.
Yeah, and I liked both of those shows too, but I thought this was their second best show. But Double or Nothing was something else.
Yeah, well, that also had a lot of well-anticipated hype around it.
Yeah.
And I think this one almost kind of, I don't want to say it's a victim of their own hype, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it when I talk about the matches.
Also, speaking of which, can we finally stop with the CM Punk thing?
Let it go. If it didn't happen now, it ain't happening.
They were in Chicago, and he wasn't even mentioned.
He was at StarCast, but...
Well, yeah, but...
Just let the man live his life.
Please. Okay? He doesn't want to wrestle anymore.
Just leave it alone.
And I am a huge CM Punk fan.
But, like, at this point, it's been, like, what, 5-6 years now?
Yeah, it's
Do you
ridiculous.
honestly think he's going to have the same gusto that he did before?
Yeah.
No.
But anyway,
sorry, y'all.
So, did you watch the pre-show of this show? Because I did not.
Did.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
and
what were your
I have some
thoughts?
comments about it. Okay, first of all, don't waste your time in the Casino Battle Royal. It's hot garbage. Okay, I'm going to read to you the notes. I'm going to try and get what I got. Okay, so Nyla Rose comes in with the first 5 ladies who I don't remember. I think Priscilla Kelly was in it.
And I have some thoughts on Nyla Rose later, but we'll get to them.
Nyla goes and she does a whole bunch of stuff. She does this double choke slam that just looks like shit. And it just looks like, and then like the elimination she has, like they're all sloppy. She's supposed to like throw one of the women into the other two, but misses entirely, so she drops like straight onto the mat, like onto the apron.
I'm getting some serious Nia Jax vibes from Nyla Rose.
It was, it gets better. This whole roster was stacked with women.
Mm-hmm.
But all the camera cuts were just awful. So like you'd see people coming down the rampway. There was like a timing issue with one where they counted down to 0, but then they waited another like 30 seconds for Nyla to eliminate somebody, and then everybody came out. So it just looked awkward. And then there's this one moment where there's like Awesome Kong and ODB who made a surprise appearance.
Oh
Jazz
dear God!
And Nyla Rose, and then like Allie went and broke up that big stare down, while Mercedes Martinez, who was the wild card, was coming down to the ring. They don't show either Awesome Kong or Jazz or Eve Elise get eliminated while Mercedes Martinez is going down the ramp. The timing was off. Nobody looked any good at all in this. The only thing that I possibly cared about was Britt Baker and Bea Priestley, because they kept that feud going. And they pulled the WrestleMania 3, you know how like when Hogan held Sid's arm and had Flair win the match?
Yeah.
That's basically what they did to have Nyla win the match. But Nyla didn't look strong in it at all. Nobody looked strong. For the amount of talent that was in this roster, nobody looked strong. It looked like it was just a total clusterfuck. It was the casino clusterfuck, folks. It wasn't as insulting as the Battle Royal from Double or Nothing, the Casino Battle Royal from Double or Nothing, but this was pretty bad. I mean, this really buried a lot of the potential of the women's division with this kind of garbage. It was bad.
That's one thing I've heard from like not just AEW shows but New Japan shows too. Like the pre-show battle royals are always god awful.
It was the worst match on the show by far worst match on the show. I could have done without this 1,000 times over. I would have rather watched hot garbage actually on fire.
Okay, so speaking of that, this may actually piss people off, but if it does, I don't care. Question. Nyla Rose is transgender, correct?
Yes.
Why the fuck is she in the first ever women's championship match?
Well, I was going to talk about this a little bit more when we actually got to Riho and Shida. I forget her first name. Sue me. I forget her first name.
I have it right here. Where is it? Hikaru Shida.
Who I very much like.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll talk in a little bit, but this is what I mean about burying the women's division.
Mm-hmm.
Your AEW championship match is Nyla Rose, and again, for full disclosure here, I have nothing against transgender people. I don't care. Honestly, live your life. Do what you gotta do. All for that. However, for the sake of establishing a women's division,
exactly.
Why are your two contenders for the title someone who was formerly not a woman, and a like a stick with a dress?
Yeah.
And Riho doesn't look like she can do any damage to anybody. She's just too small. I'm sorry. She doesn't, and I don't think she actually is that good of a worker either. I don't like her leg kicking when she does it to the roll-ups. I don't like that she's winning with roll-ups and beating legitimate wrestlers with roll-ups. And now you've kind of buried your division because, okay, if Riho wins, then that means literally anybody can be an AEW Women's Champion. And if Nyla Rose wins, then that means, oh, well, you didn't have an actual from the gate woman.
Yeah.
No offense, but from the gate woman as your champion. So now you all have to fight, and it's just, you've buried the whole women's division before you even got it off the ground.
Yep.
And it's a shame because it's such an, think of it, the talent that's there. Sure, Brandy Rose isn't the best, but she's still, I would have rather had her use her authority to win the championship than what we have right now.
Yeah, I disagree with you slightly on Riho. Yes, she's very tiny. She looks like a child, but in my opinion, I like her in-ring work. But I guarantee you they're giving it to Nyla. I guarantee you, 100%.
I wouldn't have a problem if Riho wasn't winning the opening few matches she had, right? You do the Rey Mysterio thing where she just gets beaten down a bunch of times for 3 or 4 months and then starts making comebacks. And then all of a sudden now she feels important because she's getting these upset victories. You give her upset victories from the gates, they're not upsets.
Also, at Fyter Fest, she pinned Nyla Rose.
Which I don't feel adds to the story at all, because unless this is a massive squash, this is just going to feel like there is no women's division.
I love AEW so far, but they've kind of screwed their women's division.
And that's something they said they were going to put pride in, but then the booking of it has been, the only thing redeeming quality right now I've seen is the rivalry between Dr. Britt Baker and Bea Priestley. That has potential. I'd like to see where that goes.
That should be over the women's title.
But, exactly. That's what I'm saying here. It's it's so easily could have been, you picked the two worst people possible to be in your first AEW Women's Championship match. Because where's the standard? You've set the bar in the two most extreme places possible.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with you. Live however you want to live. Make your own decisions. But I'm sorry, if your first ever women's champion was born a man, your belt is worthless, in my opinion.
No, I agree with that. And, and again, that's no way a knock.
Yeah.
Okay? This is not about Nyla Rose even, really.
Yeah.
This is about the booking that AEW has chosen at this stage.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have minded Nyla Rose later winning the championship.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have minded Riho later winning.
I would have somewhat minded, but the first, later down the road, I would have somewhat minded. But the first ever?
The very first ever, you're setting a precedent that I don't think you intended to set.
Yeah.
And both are going to have negative consequences.
Hmm.
Sorry.
What was the other match on the pre-show?
The other match was actually one of my favorite matches on the card, which was Private Party versus Angelico and Jack Evans.
I love Angelico. I love that man.
Angelico is a great, I like Jack Evans too. I like the old cocky heel thing that they do. I liked it in Lucha Underground. They turned heel at the end of the match by jumping on Private Party after Private Party had won. I think Private Party is going to be a good highlight of this tag division. It was a good match. It honestly was fun. There was a lot of fun spots. There was a top rope coast-to-coast tag.
That sounds insane.
It was insane. But again, the camera cuts were pretty bad on this. The pre-show camera was just off. And I would argue it was kind of off for the whole night with the live production.
And there were other production issues later, like when Darby Allin came out, they had him listed as Jamie Havoc.
Yeah, they did that too.
It's because they're both edgy. They can't tell them apart.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
But it was a fun ending sequence. There was a beautiful shooting star by, I think, Mark Quinn. But one thing I did notice, and this happened throughout the night, even JR mentioned it, Justin Roberts sounds like an absolute weenie doing the timeless counts. I got 5 minutes left, 10 minutes remaining.
I didn't catch that. But that sounds like something JR would say.
That was Justin Roberts. It sounded like you sounded like such a nerd. It was the funniest thing. And then there was, I'm not going to mention this to you. You should look this up if you haven't seen the package. But it's a promo for this new guy. His name's like Wardlow or something. This is literally what I wrote down. Shirtless guy beats up a bunch of idiot schlubs. The movie.
What a description.
It was like beautifully shot, but it was a movie scene of this dude being like hunched up by a bunch of black dudes and then just beating the hell out of him shirtless while his woman just kind of watched, and then they did the screen. But it was like a film shot rather than like a wrestling spot, so it looked like he was an actor doing wrestling moves.
Yeah.
And hyping him up. It was just, the production was great, but it was just weird.
Yeah.
It was just weird. And then MGF cuts a fantastic promo. As always.
I like MGF. I really like MGF.
My favorite part of MGF is like he actually gets delayed for a second because he's staring at the interviewer's boobs for forgets what she asked.
That is classic. He's such a douche. I love it.
No, it was fantastic. And then JR comes in, and then it got really weird because it was JR and Excalibur. Excalibur, take off the fucking mask, man. You look dumb. I don't mind being called Excalibur. Just take off the mask. I just like that level of legitimacy on the commentary table.
Bro, the Colonist with some hot takes early in this review.
I know. I've listened to too much Cornette. If you want to know. But anyway.
Dude, I guarantee you Cornette hated the show.
He was about it.
He was about it?
There was some good things, but there was some he just didn't distaste it. Like his words, nothing was offensive, but there was some bad stuff on it.
That kind of surprises me, but okay, I can see that. It surprises me, but doesn't surprise me.
But the weirdest part, this pre-show ended with like 5 minutes of JR, Golden Boy, and Excalibur just talking about the matches, and the whole time their camera's literally just like cutting to random people in the audience desperate to find women. And it was so hard for them to do, so they cut to a bunch of dudes, and then they kind of like quick cut again, and then they cut to a woman, and it'd be on her for like 15 seconds. Then they'd cut it back to the trio, and then they'd try to find another woman later, but for like 5 minutes.
Why?
Because they had nothing prepared. And that's all I have to imagine is that they went under time by 5 or 6 minutes and then just had no idea what to do. So they're like, JR, get out there and talk about the matches. We're going to go find some ladies.
That's hysterical.
And that was the pre-show.
Very mixed pre-show.
So it was a mixed bag. I really think that Jack Evans and Angelico have a future in AEW, especially for their kind of style. Same with Private Party. Those were the highlights. I'm interested to see where this Wardlow shirtless guy beats up a bunch of idiot schlubs the movie goes up to, but
okay, so the official show starts with a 6-man tag team match. SoCal Uncensored, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, Scorpio Sky versus the Jurassic Express, Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt. First off, are they going to start every single show with SCU?
I don't know, and I actually didn't mind it, but you know what?
It's starting to get on my nerves.
Are SCU heels or are they baby faces?
I have no idea.
Because they go in and they act all baby face, and then the first thing you hear out of them is, "This is the worst town I've ever been in." Make a decision, people.
I'm just like every single big show AEW's done so far, they've been the first people out there, and I'm like, oh, Can we have someone else open the show? I mean, I like them, but...
No, I think they're just trying to build them up. I mean, the thing is, they're probably on there first because they know they're reliable. I mean, they're guys that are all good workers. They all captivate the audience, especially for those hot opens like that. It was I don't know. It was just their opening promo was just, it felt so dry. You know, it just felt like it wasn't, like it was very almost like WWE read from a script ish.
That a dry promo is not exactly what you want from a group who has uncensored in their name.
I know, it was just like, I don't know, maybe it's just like, it's one of those things where you hear it every single time they're in the ring, and if they're not establishing themselves as heels, it just doesn't make any sense. You know, because if they're saying this is the worst town I've been in, and then go and like raise their hands and try to ask for cheers, it's like, well which is it?
But I will say, the absolute best part of this match, Luchasaurus.
Luchasaurus is going places.
I love this man. This man is amazing.
I really like Jungle Boy. Luchasaurus was definitely a star. But can we get Marco Stunt to not be a wrestler?
Please? I hate Marco Stunt. I hate him.
Because this thing, it's kind of like my issue with Riho. I understand Riho a little bit better because at least she looks somewhat believable.
She's bigger than Marco Stunt. Marco Stunt looks like a toddler.
If Marco Stunt was doing anything else with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus other than wrestling, I'd be okay with it. If he was managing, fine.
Also,
if he was an escort, fine. But as a wrestler, I can't take him seriously, and I couldn't do it the whole time. And JR kept going Jungle Boy, Jungle Jack, which was really funny.
The one thing, like, can flossing die, please?
No, flossing is dead.
Why did he?
He's trying to kill himself. That was a sophisticated form of suicide you just saw there.
I hate. Like, okay, little backstory on you, boy, JoshAgeddon. I hate Fortnite. I hate it.
Never played it.
And flossing, just it takes the part of my brain that controls how annoyed I get and just stabs it with a knife. So Marco Stunt in a wrestling show starts flossing, and I just start booing at the TV. Because, like, Fortnite is infecting everything I love.
They're supposed to be the baby faces.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. The thing that hurt this match the most is there was no baby faces or heels, and I think this match would have done way better if SCU was healing it up a little bit more.
I did think it was funny.
The opening promo.
I did think it was funny when Christopher Daniels started mocking the floss. That I loved.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It didn't feel like a floss. It felt like. Hold on, let me rephrase that. All the parts were there. I just said putting the sentence together.
I think the world's passed us by, Sean. We do not get flossing.
I know. Back in my day.
I'm 21 years old and I'm already a cranky old man.
I watched too many. Again, I listened to too much Cornette.
Back in my day.
That's an excuse.
Back in my day, kids yelled racial slurs at each other in Xbox Live during Call of Duty. Now kids just floss at each other.
The hot tag was great with Luchasaurus.
I would literally watch 3 hours of Luchasaurus just kicking random guys. Because that is amazing.
And you know, the thing too about this match is when SCU eventually won and they did like the whole handshake thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that kind of hurt the crowd. Because again, there was no heels or baby faces. At least at the end of Lucha Underground and Private Party, at the end of Evans and Angelico and Private Party, we got the heels getting their heat back. We didn't get that here, and it just made everybody feel like, I don't know, there was just nothing to it. It just felt awkward.
And I will say, this match gets a pass from me solely because the guy who started flossing got pinned. All is right with me. I forgive this match of any wrongdoing because the guy who flossed got pinned.
If anyone other than Marco Stunt got pinned, I would have been upset.
Yeah.
To be honest, that was probably the only acceptable way that match could end if you had him in that match.
Yes.
It was.
Please.
Oh Lord.
But as an opening match, I thought it was fine.
Yeah. It was a fun match. I'm not saying, I'm nitpicking here a little bit.
Yeah.
It was fine. I like that they did good tag work. I mean, it was good isolating in the corner with SCU, and doing that, getting Jungle Boys, make the hot tag. That was all great.
But like people in entertainment, people who make movies, people who do wrestling shows, everyone, let flossing die. It's not funny anymore. It's old. It's tired.
It wasn't funny to begin with.
It wasn't funny. It was never funny, but some people thought it was funny. But it's past that now. Can we just stop?
Come on. You people kill actual, legitimate, serious news stories in 48 hours or less. Let these stupid meme stuff go.
Please. They're ruining everything I love.
Remember the last time we were talking about the Amazon on fire? Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
We're flossing.
Okay. Up next, I'm surprised this was second. We had Pac versus Kenny Omega in a singles match.
You know, speaking of odd placement, I would have switched this with the ladder match, to tell you the truth. And I'll tell you why when we get there. But that's going to be my 74th hot take of the program.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of very strong opinions on this thing.
I will say I loved this match, and I love that Pac won, but I have one major complaint about this match. They've got to stop doing these high dives when the barricades are so close.
They should just push the barricades back. There's a lot of people doing that nowadays.
Either push the barricades back, do the dives towards the entrance where there is no barricade, or just stop doing dives.
Yeah, or don't do the spot, which
yeah.
would be even better.
Because Kenny Omega almost killed himself on the barricade, and I don't see how Pac didn't break his leg on the barricade.
Yeah. In general, it would be nice to stop having nearly as many high spots as we do and make the high spots mean a little bit more. But seeing how that's not going to happen, just push the barricades back.
Yeah. But I will say, the absolute best thing in this match is when Kenny Omega gave Pac a dropkick to the back of the head. That was brutal. That was brutal. It was
totally brutal.
The best missile dropkick I've ever seen in my life. Like, I rewound that so many times because I thought it looked like he killed this man.
But that's what amazed me is that they immediately got back up and then went into the fisherman suplex from that.
Yeah.
It's I was like, dude, just the head kick should have been plenty.
Yeah.
Didn't go for the cover. I don't think he needed the fisherman place. One of those spots would have been fine.
You nearly decapitated the man with a drop kick.
Legitimately, it's funny because I've only watched a handful of Omega matches in my lifetime. I gotta say, he was kind of goofy in this match, but it was okay because he's at least telling solid psychology.
Mm-hmm.
The thing I hate his rev up for running. I'd rather him just run than do that stupid charge up rev up because half the time the guy who's about to run against is literally standing right next to him, just kind of waiting for him to run.
And another thing, one of his moves, I forget what it's called, where he jumps behind them into a famous or facebuster. He tried that with Neville, but Neville somehow flipped out of it.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That was really cool. Yeah, that was awesome.
Cool. I mean, there was a lot of fun spots in this, but there was solid storytelling. But JR was a gold diamond in this show because he shat on everybody, and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
JR became the king, and I'm like, oh man. He was saying both I don't know why Kenny's not doing this, and I don't know why Pac's doing this. They're both loopy, and it was only getting better with JR as the night went on.
Yeah, and he was like, when he goes back and watches the tape of this match, he'll learn why he lost.
Yeah.
I'm just like, bruh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then they do that head to head, where they're both using each other's foreheads for support to stand up.
Yeah.
It looks like they're literally about to kiss.
Stop
doing that.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
But and there was a botched Poison Rana, but you can't win them all.
The only botch of the night.
You can't win them all.
It was I didn't really.
That didn't bother me that much.
It didn't really bother me at all because I was in the heat of the moment. I was still pretty. This was probably the most emotionally invested in any match I was of the night. Say what you want about Kenny Omega, but he actually they both did captivate me pretty well for the finish, which was the best finish of the night.
Yeah, the finish was great. The finish actually, I slightly disagree, but I love this finish.
It was really creative. I like that Omega is really struggling.
Yes,
it's going to build a good redemption story or turn heel, which might be even better.
Mm-hmm. That's why I love that Pac won. Plus, it was unexpected that Pac won.
As much as I love the finish, they probably could have gotten away with a time limit draw here.
Yeah.
But I do like the decision to have a definitive winner.
Yeah.
To establish Pac. So I like both. It was a really fun match. I
thumbs up for this match.
I did laugh at one last thing with JR. I think it was Omega did a cutter on Pac, and he said proverbially out of nowhere. I was like, I understood what that meant, JR.
Oh, I love JR.
He was being so subtle with his jokes all night, but I was loving it.
I love JR.
Oh, he's the best. If he's not going to be the play-by-play guy and he's just going to go and shit on stuff, I love that role for JR.
Yeah.
Keep him doing it.
And not where he shits on the baby faces, and no, he shits on everyone.
No, it's like this. It's just like he's shitting on the product. He's the smart of all of us.
Yes, please. It's perfect.
Doing a podcast. He's literally being there as a smart, just sitting there going, "Oh, that sucked."
Yeah, he would agree with everything you said about the Battle Royal.
I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would.
Speaking of things that I loved, this next match. This triple threat Cracker Barrel clash. Jimmy Havoc versus Darby Allin versus Joey Janela.
Well, this was something.
This was the dumbest, stupidest, most ridiculous, absurd match, and I loved every second of it.
This was just I don't know. I don't have any words for it. It was there.
I was laughing my ass off the entire match.
There were certain spots that made me pop. There were definitely certain spots that made me pop, just for the sheer hilarity of it.
Yeah,
like just,
the paper cut spot. I was dying.
You kind of look at it like you do like a guy getting hit on the train track.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, God, you can't look away.
Yeah.
Or it's like when you know that you're in a traffic and you know there's an accident up ahead, and you know it's really nasty, but you still gotta crank your neck as far as you can back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was this match.
This match was insane in the dumbest, best way possible. This match was stupid. This was a guilty pleasure match. Absolutely.
Just like, I mean, Havoc, I didn't waste any time. Like literally,
just started stapling himself.
Hey, let's just putting weapons in already, and let's get some staple guns. Like no reason. No, it's like all right. Weapons. There you go. That's how I started this match.
My favorite part of this, one of my favorite parts, there were so many things this match I loved. An unintentionally hilarious part of this match was when they put the thumbtacks in his mouth and taped his mouth shut. The tape fell off, but he kept the thumbtacks in his mouth because that was the spot.
Work the tape. Like, dude, come on, you're off to a bad start already.
And then he spits out the thumbtacks and starts throwing them at the other guy. Dude, I love this match. This match is hysterical.
And then there was that moment where Janela like went under the ring and like picked up that big tennis racket, which is actually a reference to Cornette. It's like one of those massive tennis rackets, like a carnival tennis racket, like not even one that's like proportionately sized. And he goes, "Oh, what's I'm gonna do with this?" And funnily enough, Cornette had to comment on that, and he's like, "Dude, keep giving me the free publicity, yo."
Dude, that had to be a rib.
National TV.
That had to be a rib. There's no way that wasn't a rib.
Well, no, because Janela said "fuck you, Cornette" on Fighter Fest.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I remember that.
He actually hates Cornette, and Cornette's like, "Y'all are mentioning me on national TV, so you're just increasing my stock."
But my favorite thing in this entire match, the most insane, creative but stupid thing ever, Darby Allin's skateboard.
That was something.
He had a skateboard with thumbtacks on the bottom, and he did an ollie on Joey's back. I
got it.
I popped. I laughed till I cried. I rewound it several times. Just can someone give me this match as a Christmas present, please?
I'll have to go after work.
That was absolutely hysterical. And then they started grabbing the barrels and throwing each other on the barrels.
I got it.
But one of the most insane but still kind of safe spots of the match was Darby Allin. I guess took his criticism to heart for about his coffin drop. So
That was why.
He had a barrel behind him and he had a dude on the steel steps. He jumps backwards. The dude moves on the steel steps. He lands on the steel steps and the barrel explodes.
That was.
At this point, I'm just about pissing myself laughing.
Why? I mean, the thing that made me laugh the most was Joey Janela's moonsault. I don't know what that was. That was hilarious. There was no one around at all.
Oh, it was brutal and sad and hilarious.
And it wasn't even like the moonsault looked any good.
He landed on his face. He face planted.
I was like, dude, what an ass.
You dumb sack of shit. I showed a friend of mine that like the match that doesn't even watch wrestling. When that happened, my friend just bust out laughing and said, "What a dumbass!"
Yeah, seriously, that made me pop. That was so funny. But you know, a great part of this was JR like low-key shitting on the match. I forget what one of the moves was that I think that Excalibur called. I forget the move.
It might have been the paper cut.
No, it was an actual like definitive move,
an
actual wrestling move.
Oh. And
JR says, "Oh, we'll have a new name for that move next week. Stay tuned."
Man.
JR, you are my spirit animal.
This was ironic. This was like full ironic. This was dumb. This match was dumb. I love this match.
JR cared more about the food at Cracker Barrel than he did about the match, and that was half the fun of it too.
Yeah.
It was him being like, "Man, I wonder if there's fried chicken in that barrel. Hey, you want to go get some fried chicken?"
In a weird, dumb, fully ironic way, this was the most entertaining thing on the show, in my opinion. I laughed till I cried during this match.
If you want to watch something that is absolutely like off the wall bonkers,
this match was insane in every way.
It was something. It's not going to be your Flair Steamboat.
No.
It's not going to be Flair Steamboat.
If you don't like goofy shit, you will hate this match.
Yeah, but you have to go into that lighthearted. I just think,
yeah.
If you go in with an open mind, you might have some fun.
If you know when to not take it seriously, you'll enjoy it. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be serious the second he started stapling himself. When he did that and they pulled out like the thumbtacks and the duct tape, I was like, this match is going to be ridiculous. This match is going to be really stupid. I can't wait.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh man, but yeah, I loved this match. I absolutely loved this match. All right, so
it was something.
And that makes me think. One reason why I like this show so much, every match was different.
That's true. I can't disagree with that.
Yeah, because like most like WWE shows, every match, like most matches, feel the same. Everything, like we had the opening tag. It was a fun opener. We had a solid one-on-one match. It was high speed, beating the piss out of each other. We had this wacky, stupid, amazing three-way. Just a very diverse card.
Yeah, well, diversity. That's something that I think they're also trying to do.
Yeah.
It's like bring diversity to it, so you're not just getting the same of everything.
Yeah.
Something for every fan.
Up next, we had the Dark Order versus the Best Friends. I'm not going to lie, I didn't really care much for this match, but it's mostly because, the stakes were like the winner of this match gets into a tournament. That's something you put on a TV show, not a pay-per-view.
Well,
and I really didn't care for anyone in this match.
Getting a bye in the tournament.
Yeah.
This was logical because they had the openings before.
Yeah.
And they did all that previous stuff. So...
it wasn't bad. I just didn't care.
Better than I thought it was going to be. I think the crowd was dead.
Yeah.
From what they had before. It was okay.
It was all right.
I don't like the Dark Order gimmick.
Yeah, I'm not very crazy about it either. It's just a bunch of guys.
I don't get it. It's like they don't really have any backstory. When they came out as cocky heels instead of mysterious heels, so it wasn't like they had any mystery. Fucking whatever bald fuck Uno is with his big pudgy Bastion Booker body. He looked okay, but there was some interesting stuff he could do, but I think this match just went on way too long.
I will say, I love their tag team finisher, the Fatality.
That's cool.
It looks really cool.
But it took fucking forever to get there.
Yeah.
And I feel like there was a lot of high spots after, because they did the... I thought they paced this match out pretty well, actually. Because they did the isolation in the corner. They had the faces, they had the Best Friends get a good start. They made the comeback, isolated in the corner, made the comeback. But then the comeback took, 6 minutes.
And
it was like...
The match was fine. Everything was fine. It just didn't feel important.
Well, it didn't feel important, and I think because it went so long.
Yeah, and like no one cared.
It a ton of punishment, and I think this show as a whole, it took me a week to watch it.
Yeah.
Because it just it was so long, and all these, not every match, but this match particularly, I felt just went on way too long.
Yeah, this match felt long.
This match in half and gotten the same result with the better, with a better feeling to it. That would have made me at least a little more excited about it. But it's just and then all these creepers are another bunch of schlubs who are just these just pudgy. They look like a bunch of smarks in masks.
Yeah.
Literally, they look like fans in masks. And they didn't look intimidating at all. It's just oh, here's my I'm Fat Albert, and here's a bunch of my little Fat Alberts. Let's all go and kick fat ass together.
Let's go find people that are best friends and beat them up for being best friends.
And then, amazingly, the most over part of this whole match was Orange Cassidy. How did that happen? How does a guy who gently touches somebody be the most over guy in the whole show?
What is his deal? I don't get the Orange Cassidy thing.
Orange Cassidy's thing is he doesn't care at all, so he just kicks people kind of lightly, and he just does this gentle tap, and sometimes he'll go over the ropes, and he'll do some top rope stuff. He just keeps his hands in his pockets basically the whole time. It's a really dumb gimmick. It's a really dumb gimmick.
It sounds terrible.
It honestly is. If you watch the Battle Royal, the first Battle Royal from Double or Nothing, he did it to Tommy Dreamer, and the Tommy Dreamer just beamed him, and it was wonderful. But I'm not saying the dude's not athletic. I'm just saying the gimmick is dumb and it's insulting. It's just. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see people gently kicking people.
Yeah, I don't want to see this. Stupid. I don't want to see it either, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just I don't want to see that in my wrestling.
How is he over?
I don't care if you do some comedy stuff, but this just didn't. Not at the expense of the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Don't make a mock out of the rest of the people trying to make this shit look good.
Up next, we had Riho versus Hikaru Shida. Winner faces Nyla Rose for the inaugural AEW Women's title. We mentioned this a little bit. We talked about it earlier, so we're not going to spend that much time on it. I thought it was a really good match, me personally.
I'm just not a fan of Riho. This match was good up until Riho was in it. I just can't warm up to her. I think that Shida's got a hell of a lot of potential. Mm-hmm. I think she is great. Keep her around. I liked a lot of what she was doing. Absolutely. Riho I didn't care for her.
One thing I love about Riho is she takes backbreakers like no one else. The backbreakers she took in this match looked brutal. Yeah, she took a lot of them, but the one where it was a fireman's carry into a wasteland into a backbreaker, that looked brutal.
Yeah.
Because she wraps around the knee, and it's just oh, that is not good for your back.
She is inflexible and stuff like that. I'm not saying she doesn't look like she takes punishment, but her offense does not look convincing. It's just, I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
You don't need to apologize, man. It's subjective, but.
Well, I'm apologizing, but not apologizing. It's just if you're offended, I don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, for the amount of stuff I've said on these podcasts, you obviously know I don't care.
Yeah, me either.
But that notwithstanding, I just can't warm up to Riho. I don't buy her as an actual threat to anybody. And she's going to be competing against Nyla Rose for the championship. You see what I mean? How this doesn't make any sense to start your women's division?
That is honestly what broke me, because the winner faces Nyla Rose, and I'm just I don't care.
But for I would have cared a lot more if Shida won it.
Yeah, I would have. I will agree there.
This would have been competitive.
And I don't care about Riho versus Nyla Rose, because I've already seen Riho pin Nyla Rose, so the little person pin the big person shot factor is not there, because we've already seen it.
Well, we've already seen it, and if you're looking at this from a purely kayfabe perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going corny old school here, back in my day, but if you wanted to make it look convincing, you can't have Nyla Rose beat Riho in a competitive match.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going with Nyla Rose, who they obviously want to push, notwithstanding her situation. But they're not going to do that, are they? They're going to do a competitive match where Riho actually has a shot, and I don't want to see that, because it's played out and it just doesn't look like it makes any sense, and it wouldn't make any sense if it were happening in a real fight, which obviously it's not. Okay, people don't seem to get that. I can understand both.
Yeah.
But that's just my 2 cents.
Honestly, in my opinion, this match should have been for the women's title. It would have gone over way better, in my opinion, than Riho versus Nyla Rose.
Yeah, and what I don't understand is how Shida. With Riho, I understand she's got a couple big victories lately, but how did Shida avoid all that battle royal mess?
Yeah, I don't get how they have.
Get that spot.
I don't get this thing that AEW's been doing. They have, to crown a champion, they have a battle royal, the winner goes to the championship match, and they have a singles match, winner goes to the championship match. I kind of get it with Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega because they're super high profile, but here, I don't get it.
Yeah, well, because they haven't gotten enough on the ground right now. So it's
It's why you do a tournament, but that's just me.
Well, I don't know. It's just this women's division is just cockeyed.
Yeah, it's not off to a great start.
No, it's on its ass right now, and I don't know how to fix it. And I'm not being asked to fix it, so
yeah.
Good luck, AEW, because you're going to have to do a lot of undigging from the hole that you're going to be in, no matter which outcome you get.
Now,
October 2nd.
But yeah, I thought this match was fine. I thought it was pretty good.
The match itself was fine. I think that's a good way to put it. I really like Shida. I just can't do Riho. I'm just not a fan.
Can I go ahead and emphasize that on this entire show, I do not think there was a single bad match.
You didn't watch that Battle Royal.
Well, but on the main show. The pre-show...
The main show was fine.
The main show
was fine, but the pre-show had one great match and one ass match. And,
all right.
I mean, it's not even ass. It's oh my god, it's such a train wreck. I have to see it match. It's oh my god, it's such a train wreck. Why did they do this?
All right. Up next was Cody versus Shawn Spears in a single match. I both really, really enjoyed this match and did not understand this match at the same time.
There were some confusing points to this match.
Yeah. I liked that it felt super old school.
This was a big field fight,
mm-hmm.
and I really liked that, and
mm-hmm.
I like how these two guys really felt like they wanted to tear each other apart.
Yeah, and I think Cody and Shawn are really good together.
Yeah, and they had a great chemistry. I loved the match starting hot.
Yep.
With him going right after it.
Yep.
I felt so bad for Pharaoh,
mm-hmm.
who did not like Pyro.
Yeah. Them bringing the dog out, I was like, and the horse later, but the horse I could kind of get.
The horse was handled, but the dog was give me the fuck.
The dog wanted to leave so bad. It was kind of awkward.
Yeah, and then I love the choice of MJF. Courtney didn't like it, but I thought it was great because it's a great. I think having that mix of heel and babyface on Cody's side, so Cody still kind of feels alone as it Rhodes, which is what they kind of do.
Yeah.
I thought that was great, even though MJF was kind of teasing the turn at the end. I loved that. I loved that dynamic.
MJF kind of looked like a dork by the end of the match, though, because...
What the hell was all of them wearing the Star Trek outfits?
Well, I was about to say, what was with what's her name? Brandy Rhodes' silver outfit.
That was all Star Trek themed, and that was one of the things that actually bothered me about this match.
Why?
It felt like a big fight feel, but then you dress up in Star Trek outfits. That doesn't sense to me you're ready to have a real kick-ass fight.
I don't understand a universe where you would just wear a straight-up silver onesie. It just looked weird.
It's Chrome in the future, man.
Well, we're not in the future, but...
Are we, though?
Well, no, I can tell you, we're in the past, because people are still flossing.
You tell us, AEW. Prove us wrong. You say you're the future. That's it. That's your call-out right there.
You're the future, but you still have people flossing like it's 2017.
So, make a decision.
Yes, make a decision. And by make a decision, stop with the flossing. Anyway, I'm not going to ever let go of that.
Man, it's know what was annoying is that MJF was causing a lot of distractions that the camera missed.
Mm-hmm.
And that was another thing. The live production, it was struggling all show.
Yeah.
It was not Kevin Dunn quality. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Kevin Dunn quality is laughably bad.
Like, there was no zooming.
Oh, there was during the hug.
Not like...
Smash zoom. That was really funny when they did the hug with Orange Cassidy and then they smash zoomed out. That was hilarious. I was dying laughing. I was like, why? Why was that necessary?
But yeah, like, there's no, like, zoom in, zoom out, like, really fast where you feel like you're about to have a seizure, like on main WWE programming.
No.
But yeah, there were still some issues. Like, but the one I noticed most was when they called Darby Allin Jimmy Havoc, which actually made me laugh pretty hard. But
yeah, that was I think I wrote that wrong, Deco Jr. But
also, it kind of annoyed me in this match how they were so like teasing a disqualification and how the referee was like, "Don't use that chair." But at the end of the match,
he used the chair.
He used the chair, and the referee did nothing.
I know that made no sense. Tully running after Arn and then leaving in the different exit ramp made no sense.
Why? Why did he leave?
Like, well, I guess I'm done. Just,
Why was Arn Anderson there?
Well, that I'm hoping that they use in an explanation to keep this feud going. I don't think this feud is over.
Me either, but like,
I think that there's still more to be done here because there's a lot of unanswered questions. Not even ones that are goofy, like funny questions, but like legitimate, like why was Arn Anderson there? Why did he go against Tully? Now that Cody's got even, there has to be some sort of blow off.
Why was Tully so forlorn at this betrayal that he left his man hanging?
Yeah, literally, there's a lot to be answered here.
Why did the referee not call for the bell after he was adamant, "I will disqualify you 10 seconds earlier"?
It's because it's Hebner. And Hebner makes his own rules.
But other than that, I really enjoyed the match.
It was a good match.
When Sean Spears gave Cody that Death Valley driver on the outside,
that looked great.
Oh, that had to suck. Oh, that had to hurt.
Great. And no, it was. I mean, hey, I liked that spine buster.
Yeah, Arn Anderson can still give a good spine buster.
Hey, we still can.
All right, so up next we have our semi-main event. The Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix versus the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, in a TLC match for the AAA World Tag Team title match. This match was insane. This match was insane.
This match was a lot of spots.
Yeah, this match was a spot fest. Absolutely 100% a spot fest.
This was a whole lot of spots.
It's not the same kind of insane like the triple threat match. That was stupid insane. This was, are you out of your mind insane?
You know, another thing I've been noticing all night too, it's like I wrote it down here. They really should hire Jim Johnson or something. Those entrances are like really hit and miss.
Yeah.
Some of them are decent, but most of them are like really generic trap beat garbage.
And the only memorable songs are like Cody Rhodes' song, but he had that in New Japan and other promotions.
And the one that Jericho wrote himself.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
I do like Hangman's, but you know, I was watching the promo package for this. The Lucha Brothers definitely felt like a level of intensity, like they cared about this match.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I didn't get that feeling from the Bucks.
Pentagon Jr. is the man.
I love that.
I love him.
I'm literally wearing his shirt right now.
Nice.
He's legit. I love that dude.
But
I love Phoenix too, but Pentagon is something else. You know?
Pentagon steals it. Like, he owns it.
And when he wants to actually like work a heel babyface match, my God, you can do that.
Yeah.
We've seen it in Lucha Underground, and I think that was like my whole thing with this match. Like, it was a spot fest, but I definitely felt more like throughout the match more intensity from the Lucha Bros.
Mm-hmm.
Like multiple times calling the Young Bucks and saying your mother's a whore, saying puta madre, slap.
But
that was great. I mean, that's wonderful stuff. I just didn't feel like I feel like the Young Bucks were just there to like jump around and have a good time. It didn't feel like they were there to like actually face each other for the 6th time against this team.
You didn't feel like they were trying to kill the other team.
Right. I just felt like they were just kind of like, hey, let's do some spots and entertain the crowd, and it just fell flat to me because this is supposed to be the ladder of death.
Yeah. Oh, there were some death spots. That Canadian Destroyer through a table from the top of a ladder, that was insane.
I thought the Canadian Destroyer through the ladder was pretty insane.
That was also
When
insane.
he went through the top rungs and
Like-
did that, I was amazed they got that right.
How? How do you even?
Yeah.
And, but like the most brutal thing in the match was when one of the Jacksons got pushed off the ladder, but he landed in between the rungs. Oh, that was such a bad landing.
Oh, that was the ladder botch. Then there was a table botch before that where they set up 2 tables and his foot touched the top rope, so he missed the second table and he only hit like head first on the first one.
Oh man.
I was like, oh man.
Both of those had to suck.
Yeah, it was rough.
And
They did like that opening posing thing just went a little long.
They did the finger pose in their face and then on their crotch twice.
Yeah, once would have been fine.
Yeah, once was fine. Once was funny.
Fine, and then fighting. You didn't need to do that twice.
Yeah.
I felt like that was a little much.
Yeah, but the finish of this match, like the stomp package pile driver on a ladder, that was also ridiculous.
That was wicked cool.
That was, and I will say, like you can accuse the Young Bucks of not selling anything, which they did not sell all that much in this match. But at least the last 2 spots, like through the table and the pile driver on the ladder, they did not get back up from that.
That wasn't. I mean, this wasn't the kind of match to be really. I mean, not for the way that they work it. They don't sell.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a lucha style ladder match.
Yeah.
So there wasn't going to be a whole lot of selling.
I very much enjoyed this match.
It was okay. I mean, the fans really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I think this match was good, but it had consequences.
Yeah.
And I think in that it kind of killed the crowd for the main event.
I love that they had him rip the mask off on the top of the ladder. That was a great spot.
But I feel like this match really would have been served better at the beginning of the card, getting people hot for the rest of the show.
It should not have been immediately before the main event.
Right, because it killed the main event. You know, if you put SCU second, put this match first, open with this.
Yeah, absolutely. This should have opened the show. I agree.
Wicked excited, and then you could build up to Omega Pac later, which was fantastic,
Mm-hmm.
and then it would make that Page and Jericho match later feel better, which we'll talk about. You know, it was like
Yeah.
it was a fun spot fest, but its placement on the card I think hurt the whole card.
Also, this might be indicative that I don't watch like AAA. Who were the guys that attacked the Lucha Brothers at the end of the match?
That was LAX, and they came from Impact. Shout out.
I do not watch Impact.
Yeah. R.I.P. man.
Yeah, most people don't.
Keep your head up, Impact. It gets better, man. It'll get better. Keep your chin up. Hey, you've suffered worse.
Bro, when I saw them on Pop TV, the guide channel, I died laughing.
Yeah. Well, they're trying now. They're trying.
But I have no idea who the 2 people that attacked them were.
But they're LAX. They got a decent pop too.
Yeah, they got a good pop.
It'll be nice to see how they do. Obviously, they're trying to build up tag teams for the tournament.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it. I'm all for having them in. I think it was having a great coming in like right afterwards.
Okay. So
meeting up everybody. So
up next, you may disagree, but to me personally, and from an objective standpoint, this to me was the best match on the show. Chris Jericho versus Adam Page to determine the first ever AEW World Heavyweight Champion. I loved this match. Yeah, the crowd was very down because they just had an insane ladder match 10 seconds prior, but the crowd tried to be into it. But I very much enjoyed this match.
I feel like I was a little too critical on this match when I watched it, and maybe I'll have to rewatch it. But amazingly, I didn't care for it.
I've heard from several people who did not care for this match.
And you know, it's like, I know that both of these guys are really good workers. You know, I've seen Jericho. I'd like to see more of Page, but maybe it was the pacing of it that didn't work for me. Maybe it was Jericho was almost too over, so it didn't give him any heat, so it didn't make Page's comeback feel any good. And maybe it just was like they did a bunch of spots more than once. It was just I wasn't into it. I don't know what it is. I just wasn't into it.
I was very much into it, and I'll tell you why. The first half of it I thought was fine. The second they played into what, like, several weeks ago when Chris Jericho busted open Adam Page, he busted him open at Fight for the Fallen. When in this match, when they went back to that, but it was Adam Page busting Jericho open, that's when I really started getting into it, because I was like, oh, that's cool. He busted him open in the same exact spot. And then...
Don't get me wrong. That was great. I love that kind of storytelling. It's not like this match didn't have its moments. It just didn't click for me. I don't know what it was. It wasn't that they didn't have the right tools. I just didn't resonate. But continue.
But I loved how that played into the finish, because if you think about it, the move that he used, the discus elbow to bust Jericho open, that's the reverse of Chris Jericho's finishing move, the Judas effect. And he went for it several times in the match, and the last time he went for it, he got hit with the Judas effect and got pinned. I loved that. I love that.
No, it's like, again, it was a lot of good stuff in it. You know, and definitely too, I think I wish he hadn't hit the Deadeye though.
Yeah, well,
only because you haven't really established that as a finisher yet. It's the first time we've seen it.
I totally, like, while I was watching, I was like, I said to myself the first time he did the Deadeye, I was like, he's going to do that again, except this time he's going to run into the code breaker, and sure enough, that's exactly what happened. And I was like, I'm glad I predicted that, but it was kind of predictable.
Yeah, it's just, I wish they haven't established it as a finisher. Get that established as a finisher before you have people kicking out of it. That's all.
Not the Deadeye, the buckshot lariat. That's what I was talking about.
Well, that too. I mean, you could do that too. I mean, but I mean like the actual Deadeye, where you actually, you know, as a finisher. You haven't established that, so it doesn't feel important that he kicked out of it. Because again, you're just getting started. That's, I think, the biggest issue with AEW right now.
Yeah.
Is that they're doing stuff as if they've already been around for years, and you're not.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
First time. So you have to start from scratch with establishing finishers and who's heel and who's babyface and who's invested and who's not. That's the only way you're going to get more people invested in the product. And if you start like we're picking up somewhere, you're going to lose a lot of people from the gate.
Yeah, I think you're right. This did feel like a show that's been on the air for a long time, but this is their fourth show. Fifth if you count All In.
So, it's, you know, and that was my thing about this too. It's like, I'm trying to look at this from the perspective of it's a brand new company, what's a new viewer going to want to watch?
Yeah.
Or what might hook them in. And I think the Page and Jericho in any other vacuum would have been so much better for me. It just didn't do, on this night, in this circumstance, with the card that preceded it, it just didn't do it.
They really should not have had this follow the ladder match. The ladder match should have been earlier in the show.
Yeah.
I think that's what hurt it most.
That would have really, I think that would have really changed my opinion of this match.
Yeah. But me personally, I love this match. I understand and somewhat agree with your grievances, but I personally love this match. So, AEW All Out, what out of 10 would you give this show?
I think there's a lot of progression forward on this show. I think there was a lot of good things that came out of this show as far as getting things going for people. I think there's still a long way for this company to go. I think it's got a lot of growing pains to get through. You know, not everything was bad, not everything was good. It was a kind of a mixed bag. So I'm going to give it not as a heavy criticism, but as a launch point to where you go from here. I'm going to give it a solid 6.
6 out of 10?
6.
I'm going to go a little bit higher. I thought it was really, really good. I thought it was a good show. I was entertained throughout. The three-way had me almost busting ribs laughing. I loved Pac versus Omega. I loved the main event. I enjoyed the Spot Fest ladder match, although it was very much a Spot Fest match. But I will give it... I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. You should watch the pre-show, though, and then see how you feel.
Okay. So, thank you guys for joining us for our first ever AEW review.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys next time.
Survivor Series?
Yes, absolutely. Survivor Series.
All right. We'll see you then.
Later, everybody.